Welcome back to the channel. My name is SV and we are playing Satisfactory Update 5. Today is Tuesday, November 23rd, which means the new update should be out of experimental and into early access. Don't know when that's going to happen, but we're still in the experimental build, as you can see. A few things that happened while between the last video. So I let this run kind of a lot overnight. Bought this display sign, the billboard sign. I have all the walls, most of the attachments. I don't really care about the power and the conveyor posts. I got this quarter pipe. This is next. I have everything in the customizer so far. Equipment and parts, I don't really need anything additional. And then everything here except for the industrial walkways, which will get probably honestly last on the list because I like the new ones a lot more. Did some hard drive hunting, got some new recipes. I did, or is it Caterium? I built a radar tower. Originally it was, right here on this corner. But now, if you could see, it's way over there. And you may be wondering, what is that? What is this path that leads over there? Let's go take a look. Let's go this way. So this thing has been producing plenty of tickets for us. You know, averaging like somewhere between 35 and 45,000 per minute. So let's come on down this way. I'll show you what's over there. In today's episode, I really want to build the plastic and rubber factory. And hopefully we can get that into the base as well. But first things first, I'm going to show you what's all the way over here. While I was exploring, I was looking for new locations for a power plant. And you may see a whole mess of beacons that I put out there. A lot of these are for drop pods, or, you know, here's coal or uranium. This is where I'm thinking potentially for the base location. And then there's a hard drive there as well. So we're going to take it. I'm not going to say rather slowly. I think we should be picking it up here pretty quick. But I built this path just for an easy route up into this area instead of having to basically climb all the way up and around. And then this way we also don't have to deal with the wildlife. We have a radar tower here, and all it's literally doing is scanning the area, of which we've scanned the maximum. I want to say it's like this big. So it's probably, I'm trying to see if there's a line that we could see. It's probably that, up to that. So we can remove that here, but here's another power plant that I built. Very similar to the other. The difference is water comes in on this side and then just gets fed in under and over. A little bit of clipping there. Not a fan of that, but I needed to get this up and running because we could not build the plastic refinery until, or the plastic setup before we had that, as it would draw too much power. For us to be 100% efficient, for one, I also found a location on where we're going to do that. So we need 3 oil extractors and 13 refineries. So kind of a lot of materials. Oh yeah, great. It's always a great noise you want to hear. Our oil setup is on the other side of the base, down in there, or that's where it will be. I haven't started building it outside of just the platforms. So we'll likely do that. And I want to try something a little bit new in this one, in this build. I don't usually build buildings that require a liquid up above the ground very high because I don't want to deal with pumps. But I was watching some YouTube videos, as one does, and Sculty, I think is how you pronounce it, has a great tutorial on how you would build a setup and basically require minimal pumps to be able to get all of your resources. So I'm going to take a full bunch of stacks because we'll need it for the piping. I'll take 3 of those. I'll take a few of those. We need cable, we need wire. We need iron plates, we need concrete. Probably don't need that much. Okay. Well, we don't need screws, we might need iron rods. We will need iron rods because you need them for the conveyor poles. Coming up here, all of our storage containers are full, including rotors, which this took a bit because the priority for rotors goes right into motors, and because of that, they don't really back up. So motors will get replenished, but rotors won't since they can't catch up. Let's see, are we missing anything else? Maybe we'll take... maybe we'll take this just in case. As you can see, I've been exploring quite a bit. And, oh, also over here, I'm not sure if we looked at this, but I also have a full rebar factory that I put together. Okay, let's go and check out our base. So I added the walkway to this bottom floor, as it's going to be the import floor for the materials. So this is where we're going to bring in... okay, actually it's not this one. It's the one below this one. Right here. So we'll bring materials in and up, and then the same thing where they'll get sunk on this side or utilized for future things that way, like circuit boards and stuff like that. So I've got a little section down here with a ramp to take us down, and then I already built our preemptive wall to showcase, you know, the height, or basically what, well, more or less I wanted to align these to the grid, and so this will all help us do that. So because of the way this is laid out, I feel like it's going to be a little bit of a problem getting some of this set up. I think this one's here. Nope, not a refinery. And I don't remember where the other one is. Okay, right there. So yeah, kind of annoying. They're all super spread out. Wait, is that where the oil extractor is? Okay, this one will turn this way then. Okay, so I want I want to get them all into one pipe because this is 60. I want to get it to 300, 120, and this should be 60. So that's 240. We should have brought power shards, but that's okay. And then I think I'm going to edit this for right now so it doesn't clip with that, but we will leave that as a guide for, okay, let's say this as how tall we want this section to be. And we'll figure out a way to get up there in a moment. But I'm thinking we build our refineries up there. And should give us a pretty decent amount of space considering if we're clipping through that wall segment. That's totally okay because we don't actually care about that. That was just there to give us a baseline of how we want this to look. Okay, so that's the maximum there. And let's go. I'd rather build it bigger and have more space than the other way. Because refineries are fucking massive. Okay. And then I'm going to do, we're gonna delete that. I think maybe this will be big enough. Let's see. When we get up there, I'll place down a refinery or two, and we'll find out. Could be enemies here, so I'm just trying to be vigilant. And now that we've built a convenient ramp for them to come up, even more so. So I think I don't know if that's exactly where the material is going to go, or if it's just going to go up this way or something, but we'll figure out the direction of the materials. Okay, so that's this platform. Okay, so here's how this is going to work. With refineries, okay, first of all, I've got these two recipes, which I'm excited about. So alternate pure copper is huge. It gives us way better ratio. We just got to put water into it. So if we want plastic, it's 30 oil per minute and results in 20 plastic and then 10 heavy oil residue. So 30 so it's 5 plastic, 5 rubber, because it's the same for rubber. Nope, wrong one. 5 plastic, 5 rubber. And then they'll produce... Okay, so these 5 will produce 50 heavy oil per minute. And then these will produce 100. So that's 150, which means if we are going to convert that to petroleum coke, it's 40 into 120. This is actually, okay, so we need actually 6 refineries to take care of that. Whoops. Okay, let's think about how we want to get the oil up into here. Kind of thinking on that side, maybe. Do I want to go on this side? Yeah, I think I do. I think I do want to go on this side. And let's find where the center of that platform is. Because that's where we'll send it. 15, perfect. So 7, this is the center. And we'll do that, and that's where we're going to send it up. I could probably survive that fall. Okay, so with this, if we grab a pipe down and then I literally say, I think it's vertical, yeah, like that. Yep, that's perfect. And then I'm almost certain we're going to need, well, we absolutely will need a pump, but I don't have any rotors. Okay, I'm going to turn this one this way. And then I'm going to bring this to here. Nice clean lines. This just like happened to line up on the seam. I like that. I think right here we might do a joint. And those are connected. We're going to lay down some foundation first before, not actual foundations, but you know what I mean. We got to go back up into the base to get power shards anyway to make this fully efficient, but we can lay out the setup. So if it's 10, we'll do 5 and 5, and then we'll have to do another 4. 4 or 6, I have to look at it. Now the thing to note about refineries is they are fucking huge. I guess they're not quite as big as power generators, but 2, 3, 4, and then this will be 5. Yep, so if we are 1 out, it should be right here. 2, 3, 4, and number 5. Okay, so we only need heavy oil residue, or not heavy oil residue, we only need oil to come into this. So this is a relatively easy build, and we're not going to get super fancy with this one. As it doesn't really matter. We'll put those in the spaces that don't require it. We've got plenty of room here. And then we're going to have to obviously control. The bigger challenge usually here is the materials that are coming out. Like rubber and plastic are easy. It's the petroleum coke that comes out pretty well, there's a lot of it, is basically the best way to put it. So you need quite a few belts to support that. So, super simple setup here, nothing fancy. So we just need this kicked off. So let's do plastic on the left and then rubber on the right. And we'll have to deal with the outcome of those. So we'll just prepare for that as well. So this is rubber. Okay. And then the next thing to deal with, we'll deal with, actually let's just tackle belts right now, huh? So it's going to be 20 rubber, so that's 100, easily fit onto a Mark III. So we're just going to knock it out that way. We're not even going to mess with different types of belts. I don't like that they align to the center of the building and not to the conveyor port. And we don't need that one. Oh, I built splitters and not mergers. Oh, goodness. Okay, and that does align, so that's on me, not on the game. Good job, Satisfactory. Okay. So that's going to be our rubber line. Let's repeat for our plastic line. I actually don't need that one. Sometimes that's what happens when you're moving quick. Okay, so that is plastic. Now we've got 10 heavy oil residue, so that's 50 coming out of here, and 100 coming out of here. That's 150 that could fit into a Mark 1 pipe to then be fed into. Okay, let's see. I think it's 40. So 150 divided by 40 is 3.75, so we need 4 of these refineries. And let's do that like right here, maybe. Let's align them with this. Yeah, if we align them like so, it should be good. I'll delete this just so it doesn't look like that's going to go that way. And then let's get let's see if this looks good without clipping. I don't know what that little curve was though. That doesn't clip, but it's also yeah, I don't know, that might be fine. I love that you could snap to that. I don't believe you used to be able to, which makes it nice and clean. Okay, great. We've got that set up. Let's mirror that on the other side. And then on this one, it's going to be there. A nice feed in there. Okay, so I like that side a lot better. Yeah, we've almost got this secured. So that's all the excess coming out, and then it's going to get put into this line. I'm going to do this actually. I want it to go let's say to there, so that I can turn it and then have it come. I'm just going to take it to there for right now. And same thing here. And we'll take it to here because I want a line that's going to take us this way. And we're going to just combo here. And we'll delete that and that. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it snaps and sometimes it doesn't. Strange. Okay, so this is going to produce our petroleum coke. So, rubber and plastic, petroleum coke. This needs an output. I'm thinking this comes up, and then these come up. So this is going to spit out 120 per minute, which means 240 for one belt. So I'm going to do 2 belts of petroleum coke. And I'm going to just merge it this way. And then I think we'll bring them up from here to be fed into our factory. Now this is a heavy power draw on this, so that's why. Okay, let's also see something. Okay, so we are actually going to need to build a lift for all of this. Okay, wrong buttons. And also double checking that I'm recording. I certainly am. Okay, and I think this is where I want that to go. But I want like a little floor to walk on. So if we build this as our kind of next floor, or we actually don't even need it to be so dramatic. It just needs to basically be, let's say, like that wide. And where is this? And maybe like that. Maybe that's all we really need. We do have our ramp up to that. I think that's probably okay. It's really hard to see right up here, I'll tell you that. Okay, we still need to go that way a bit. Maybe 3 wide. Should do it. Okay, 1 more. And then we need to go out this way a bit. Oop, and are we dead? Nope. Basically, I'm trying to get the outputs of these into this floor above. So I'm going to take them to this block, and mirror it on the other side. So if I do that, if I stand right here, is that the dead center up? The fuck was that noise? There an enemy over here? What was that noise? Just in case. Okay, so we'll put a conveyor hole there. One right there. So just one of those beans making noise. The fuck is making that noise? Yeah, it is a bean. Bean, get the F out of here. You're scaring me. Hunt all the beans down. Okay, and then I think we need one more on this side. And then what we'll do is we'll run the lift all the way down. Well, that should be pretty well lined up, too. That's actually perfect. And some of them are going to be a little bit further than the others because the way refineries go. Okay, how did this happen? Okay. So now we'll be bringing materials all the way up, and then let's get a little bit fancier with this to make it not so how come I can't do I have to is it upside down? Yeah. Metal? Let's do metal. Yeah, that looks good. So give it like just some semblance that it's actually attached. Oh yeah, that looks so good. I'm really happy with the way that looks. And should we extend this out one? Because I think we do have that on the other side. Maybe a couple. think it's this one. I could zoop that, but I mean, it's not too bad doing it that way. Okay. So, I mean, that does the trick. It's not the prettiest, but it'll do. Let's just... I'll go like to here. Is that kind of perfect? Did we just get it right on the very first one? Okay, so this is petroleum coke are the far ones, and then we've got we should make that should not be our platform there. Let's see, where's center? So that's 7. So that's 3. Center is this one. So let's just mark it just so we have it. But is that going to run into the wall, or are we going to be okay? This one will run into the wall. I wanted it to be 3 wide. Hmm. So if I do that, that, and that. Oh, it doesn't run into the wall. It just looked like it was going to. We'll go up to maybe right here. Okay, so we need 4 lines. And that's kind of perfect right there. Ooh, and we are well over time on this video, but we're going to get this built and up and running today. That's the plan. Okay, why would that go that way? It's so much easier to build cleaner lines with these floor holes. So much easier. Oh wow, we might have... We get it? On the very first try? Oh, we really did. That's awesome. Okay, so... How do I want to take these out of here? So I want to prioritize rubber and plastic. So let's put those on the center, and then Now these two need to be on the center because otherwise they're going to cross over. Yeah, these need to be coming out like so. And rubber and plastic will be on the outside because otherwise we'll have to jump the lines. And here we'll just literally get them to go straight. They get their own foundations. Okay, so, well, let's delete this walkway and we're going to redo it here to align ourselves a bit better. Okay, and we've got to get materials for a pump. So we're going to do one pump, and then we need shards also. Then we got to run power down there. And I think we have the ratios correct. And we just have to deal with the petroleum coke and the plastic and the rubber, which will just get sunk into awesome sinks. On the bottom floor, because they are part of the first step of refinement and not the second step. Shoot. I almost left without a power shard. We're gonna take a stack of them just to make sure that we have everything we need. I may build myself a little walkway down here from up in this spot. That's actually a pretty easy walk down. Let's get power. I don't know if this is actually hooked up to something. It's not. Okay, so there is no power on this floor, it seems. So we're gonna have to borrow from this floor, which now I will do a walkway. And I'll do it from there to there. And then maybe to give us the ability to check it whenever we need to check it. I realize I also didn't run any cables or any power poles, so we're gonna have to do that. How do I want to run this that isn't like obnoxious? Can I run it just straight down? I think I probably can. Just directly down into the base. Yep. Oh, we might be dead. Ooh, that was close. That's why it's also super handy to have those. I never used to build medical inhalers, but holy hell are they convenient, especially when you are like trying to grab a hard drive in one of the like like poisonous gas areas or whatever. It's super convenient there. Because you can just run in with an inhaler, grab what you need, and then run out. Alright, and then we're just going to cross this over. This is where these sides will connect. Yeah, this is going to be an extra long video, but I'm okay with it. Okay. And we'll just double down. We'll add it like so. This pipe can go. We don't need that excess. And then that can just come down here and into here. So that should kickstart. Okay, the refineries are up, but let's not forget we still have how do I want to get that down there? Or I just want to go like this. Yeah, I think that's okay. We're going to be a little excessive with our power poles here. Now this takes so much power. So much power. Hence why I basically had to build a second power plant to accommodate this. Okay, so what we want to do is get these up to, so 120, 120. Yeah, maybe we just overclock 1 up to 120. And then we've got 120 and then 60. And they should be good. And then here we can't forget the valve. Or not the valve, but the pump. Is that pumping? A mountain pipe 0. Okay, is it too low? Okay, there it goes. Flow rate, we want 300 meters per second. Okay, that's good. Now let's just check to see if everything is working accordingly up above. And we should build a real platform, not that janky one. I'm just going to take that from here. So let's see how we're doing. Okay, plastic's coming out. That's great. That also means heavy oil residue should be coming out. We'll take a look at that in just a second. Okay, we're good there, we're good there. Let's see if heavy oil residue comes out. Yep. Good there. This one has a backlog. Why? Oh. This is why you check your work. And refineries are loud too. Okay, so that's heavy oil residue coming into these. Okay, so that means we have petroleum coke. But nothing's backed up yet. Let's go take a look up above. Normally I just sink petroleum coke completely. Alright, plastic is backed up, rubber's backed up. Okay. Okay, it's alarming that there's none. Is it being produced, or did we mess up? Okay. Okay, it is being produced. Okay. Oof, I was freaking out there. As long as plastic is being produced, that's really what I care about. The rest of it, whatever. Okay, so there they go. And let's bring these lines all the way down. And we'll get them added into our lovely system up above. That's going to, well, kind of filter, kind of. Yeah, we'll just do this. I'm going to bring this to right here, and then we'll deal with that in just a second. So that should be a 240 line of petroleum coke when it's fully up and running. And plastic, you know what I'm looking forward to plastic for? The coated foundations. I unlocked them in the Awesome Shop, and damn do they look good. I think that's going to be our factory floor in our actual factory. So there's rubber. Soon enough we're going to be able to unlock industrial manufacturing. Okay, we're going to get these into the mix. That's going to be an exceptionally long video today. But you already know that because you've clicked it. Okay, and then this will give us a nice little walking path on this side. Man, we have a lot of plastic. That's a whole ton of plastic already. We haven't even done anything really. machines have not been up and running that long. Well, and we're out of... I think it's this. What floor is our sorting for? Okay, I actually don't have a ladder from that side into it. Okay. We can go over this way. It's on this side anyway. We're going to go up a little bit and then back down a little bit. Get some additional beams. Oh boy, I'm looking forward to having plastic and rubber into the base. Honestly, like when I do a lot of my playthroughs, just my personal playthroughs, I don't frequently have those materials added into the base. I have them as like kind of an afterthought where I bring them in by hand or whatever. So this is going to be really nice to just have a full-on belt of both of these to play with to build computers and all of that stuff. One, two, three. Oof. Okay. And I'm not going to turn them around. Or, I mean, I am going to turn these around, but I'm not going to have the belts come all the way around. We're just going to feed them. Like so. Okay, so that's going up to the next floor. And we're going to have to do at least one more awesome sink. I think we could borrow the awesome sink that we're using already for one of the lines. Because we have like an overflow system built in. So we may only need to build one more. Let's see if we actually have the materials for enough. We don't. But we'll plan it out here. Yep, so that's no longer our dumping sink. So we've got 1, 2, 3. We've got 4 lines coming in. So we'll need, oh, I think 2 of them actually. So this is going to just go straight into that. And then yeah, let's get materials for 2 awesome sinks. Ooh, I thought I could maybe squeeze through. Okay, let's see here. Get some reinforced iron plates, which we have plenty of. We've got our awesome sink here that's producing tickets just off of our tier 3 and 4 materials. And I guess this would be our first tier 5 and 6 sunk materials, because you can't build this unless you're in those tiers. So it's kind of exciting. Okay, so we're going to get rid of that. And then I think it's this one. And then I think it's going to be that one. Okay, so we've got a merger coming in. Oh no, it's on. Yep, it's on these. Floor is too steep. Why is it? Okay, can I do this? And will that help? Weird. Okay, but it is weird that they're hanging off by so much. Are they all hanging off by that same amount? They are. Okay, maybe I will just build that. So I don't really like the way that looks. With them just hanging off. I feel like they would absolutely tip over. Okay, it's better. So I have a question here. Why? Okay, sulfur being backed up makes sense. Quick wire here. Okay. We probably could use additional quick wire, but I guess that's stalled. Never mind. I was wondering why these things are getting backed up, but yeah, the quick wire one. We'll have to investigate. Okay, so that's going to go here and directly into that. And then the plan is like that. Wait, did I reverse that? Okay, I must have reversed it. Okay, so that goes into there. And we're going to cut this line. And that's going to go into here, here, and there. So that's reconnected, and then this is steel beams, I believe, which are not backed up, hence why we're not getting those sorted in. Oh my goodness. Damn it, I wish I thought of that. Let's go get some AI limiters. We're not even on the right floor for me to just pull them off the line. Once we get this set up, I'll feel good about having a nice plastic petroleum coke setup. You can use petroleum coke for other things as well. Basically, I think as an alternative to coal. Like, you heard me click that. You heard me click it. Why didn't I get the stack? We're not going to build anything with plastic and rubber just yet. we definitely want them. Oh, we should add them down there, but I can separate that. I just thought about that. We didn't actually separate them into a storage container. I'm really proud of the way this turned out. So center is going to be overflow, right is going to be any. And that's petroleum coke, and now that's overflow, and now it's just being sunk. Okay. Okay, so we literally just send it this way, and then it looks like it just goes like that. Right? Well, it's a little bit different, but I actually like this method more. Okay, so rubber's getting sent in. So we haven't defined anything, but that also doesn't matter. So it's overflow, and then this is any. Okay, this next one should be plastic. Center is overflow, any is here. I love that that doesn't clip, by the way. Okay, so this one's, again, only going to have 2, which means it can be a sink for us if we want it to be, but... Overflow, any... Okay, so plastic is flowing in. Rubber, petroleum coke, all of that is flowing in, and we are getting coupons, which we already have 1. Super exciting. All right, we're going to end the video there. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you're enjoying the series. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one.